Did you guys see Sam Hyde's video on this one? Dude, what really bothers me about these libertarians, we're also having some libertarian who's going to come on and debate H-1B and other issues in a couple weeks. My friends, everybody out there listening, I do not care about your economy. That's it. You want to come to me and say, hey, Tim, if we do this policy, we're going to see numbers go up by this much. I'm going to be like, don't know, don't care, because I'm a guy who's happy living in a van down by the river so long as I have a couple chickens outside. You know what I care about? Easiest example. Waking up on Christmas morning, running down the stairs, snow is falling. I know not everybody lives in an area with snow, but this is my childhood. You go out, you look out the window, it's dimly lit, it's dawn, the snow is falling, the presents are under the tree. That is unquantifiable. And that's what Sam Howe was saying. Some things are unquantifiable. I care about the traditions of this country. I care about the things that I experienced as a child that I love and enjoy, that I want to persist. And this libertarian ethic of, as long as the numbers are good, it's a fine policy is insane to me. This is why I get along with libertarians very much so on the anti-war stuff. But in this regard, y'all are crazy. And so this is what ends up happening. I said, I despise free trade. And then this one dude's like, tell me you don't understand economics without telling me you don't understand economics or whatever. And I'm like, this is the libertarian argument. Free trade, but we make money doing it. And I'm like, yeah. And then we outsource industry and kill culture.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened with, Bush initiated NAFTA, and then Bill Clinton perpetuated those free trade policies and signed with the WTO, basically opening up trade with Asia, doing the same thing that we did with NAFTA globally. And so the Democrats, you sell a bunch of jobs overseas over the course of 20, 30 years as a uniparty, then you're going to have consequences.
Let me tell you guys something. Right now, I skateboard, right? Right now, what region of the planet do you think is biggest for skateboarding?
Brazil.
I was going to actually say Brazil.
Brazil's good, but no. But it is funny that you didn't say, I don't know, the United States, considering that's where it's from, and Southern California is supposed to be the skateboarding.
Don't say China.
It's Southeast Asia.
Really?
Yeah, it's largely Japan. They've got reality TV shows. They've got sporting game shows called Caso. They're launching content hubs. The best athletes in the world. One of my buddies is a pro, and he was saying that it's like, when you watch the latest competitions, it's all just like what 15-year-old Japanese kid is going to beat which 15-year-old Chinese kid. And I'll tell you exactly why this is. It's because we outsourced all the manufacturing of our skateboards and our products to China. China built an industry around making skateboards. It became prominent in Southeast Asia. And the United States, it's completely dead to where the biggest manufacturers have fled the country and aren't producing content anymore. And so, not to get in a whole tirade about skateboarding, it's one example. And these libertarians are like, but we all make money. And I'm like, yeah, you make money for 6 years until you've completely extracted every job and every expert, and they're no longer teaching kids, and kids are no longer getting involved. And then when they grow up, what do? So I'm talking to my buddies, and I went to Chicago over the holidays, and a couple of my buddies from back in the day, we were hanging out. And I said, as we were walking downtown, new construction, I said, wow, look at that stair set. That's what skateboarders do. And I'm like, where are all the kids at? And they're like, bro, kids don't go outside anymore.
Yeah.
They sit in their room depressed on the internet all day on social media scrolling TikTok. And I'm like, this is a component of what happens when you open things up, sell off all your jobs. People don't realize, they think that, especially these leftists, liberals, they think that money is food. They think that money is energy. They don't realize it's just a representation of your labor. And these libertarians too, they don't realize that when you outsource your jobs, when you import laborers and you leave American workers behind, you're giving yourself a good 10 years before your entire system completely collapses due to people who have no culture, who are bored, depressed, and nobody can do the jobs anymore. So I'm sick of this. I'm sick of that libertarian.
Riot Diet is printed in the United States.
Good. All of our Boonies HQ boards are made in the United States.
There we go.
It's more expensive to do. And so somebody tweeted at me when I tweeted this, and they said surfboards used to be made in the United States.
Yeah.
And local wood shops that would make surfboards would hold events in the park. Or at the beach or whatever. And they tell everybody, come down, check out our new surfboards. And then families would be like, oh, let's go look at the surfboard thing. That the people who make the skateboards, the surfboards, their kids would come, learn from their dad how to make a surfboard. Yeah. And you had generational surfboards. Yeah. Hand-shaped.
Now it's all machines.
You had a dad with 3 sons, and each of those sons knew how to surfboard.
The Takeyamas. I have a Takayama. And
then what happened? This is what someone tweeted at me, because I don't know surfing. He said, now it's all being made in China.
It is, yeah.
All these companies are gone.
You said the exact thing I was going to come up with. We don't have a generational mindset.
Yep.
We have lost the ability to see past ourselves, to see our grandkids. I like planting trees. The things that I do, the things I'm setting up for grandkids, great-grandkids, I'll never meet, because it's important to me that when they grow up, they have the idea of what I thought America should be left for them. I think we should be the first generation that leaves it in a better place than how we found it.
But let's talk about what it means to be a better place. And that's the crux of the argument, is these individuals who are arguing that so long as we're at 3% growth, it's a better place. I say BS. BS. When we have kids who can experience a Christmas morning, and not everybody has to have Christmas. You can have Hanukkah. You can have Kwanzaa. I don't really care. I'm just
Why
saying.
Hanukkah, though, Tim?
Because it's another holiday event.
Sorry.
Those are the ones we have. I don't care what you celebrate.
For me, you just tell us that you're selling out to the Daily Wire?
I have matzos in the other room.
Told us.
But you know what? As this nation had been predominantly Christian, we have a tradition of Christmas, and I don't care if someone celebrates something else, but the idea that you can import an entirely different culture that doesn't celebrate these same things, that doesn't have a same reverence for freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of
Commercialized
assembly.
holidays.
I don't care. Yeah, absolutely. I like you go to the mall and there's a Santa Claus and you tell him what you want, and it's funny. It's fun traditions. There's no number here. So how do you leave this country a better place? In my opinion, it's more Christmas. And I'm only using Christmas as one example. It's baseball and it's apple pie.
Yes.
Whatever you think. I like when people watch the Super Bowl. I think it's fun. I think the ridiculous Super Bowl commercial nonsense, I think it's fun. These are things that are inherently American.
What about like the satanic halftime shows? What about those?
Yeah, see, that's where things are falling apart. And this is their weird attempt at trying to make
Justin
some mixed
Timberlake
bad
and
culture.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah,
They ruined America.
That is when it started, right there.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.